So it's a redneck, math teacher, and a philosopher all riding in a car together. Well, they get in a wreck. End up, they waking up at the pearly gates. Well, they seen St. Peter, and then they seen the devil. They thought, what the heck? The devil walks up and he says, well, he said, I made a deal with St. Peter. Heaven's getting too full to let everybody in. So he said, y'all all get a question to ask me each, and if I can't guess it correctly, then you get to go to heaven. Otherwise, you're going with me. So the philosopher gets up and he says, all right. He says, I want to know everything there is to know about Socrates philosophers. You tell me everything there is to know. So the devil conjured up his papers, handed me all that paper, and he looked through it, and he said, yep. He said, it's all there. So the devil said, all right, off you go to hell. Boom. Math teacher gets up there. He says, all right. He says, give me the most complex mathematical equation known to man. The devil conjured up his papers, handed it to him. Math teacher looks all through it, and he says, yep, everything's there. The devil says, well, off you go to hell. Boom. Old redneck steps up there and he says, all right, I got a request. He said, I want a chair with 7 holes in it, 3 on each side and 1 in the middle. The devil thought it was strange, but he conjured up the chair and handed it to him. The old redneck went over there and he sat down, and boy, he let one rip. Sound like a damn jack brake on a 94 Peterbilt. He gets up and he says, all right, which hole did my fart come out of? The devil went over and looked and he said, obviously the middle hole. Redneck said, no. He said, that fart come out of my butthole.